Hello everyone, this is ACryInShame, part of the Long Dramite team, bringing you eco tutorials in 10 minutes or less. Today we're going over the basics. I want to make a quick disclaimer that everything in this video is based off of the current build, which is 0.5.6. If you're watching this video and a newer build is out, some of the things I say may not be correct. Just keep that in mind. Alright, let's get started. First, we're going to need to actually get the game itself. To do that, you're going to have to go to www.strangleloopgames.com/eco. You can also go Google and look it up itself. There is a Steam page right here about it as well. But the thing is, at this moment, it's not currently available on Steam, so you're not able to do so. No worry, however. If you go to the website, as you see here, you can go to Buy, and select the pack that you wish. Now, if you're just buying the game itself, go with the alpha, which is the $40 thing. The game is $40. If you and your friend want to buy it together, you can kind of save yourself $5 between, each of you can save $5 and do a 2-pack. Or a 4-pack if there's more people, like so on and so forth. So basically, better deals as you go along and whatnot. But it's only $40 for the game itself. The game is still in development, but in my personal opinion, $40 is perfectly fine for a game like this if you're willing to spend $60 on a fully fleshed out, crazy new title game anyway. So, go to the site, buy your account, you then use your email and such to actually get yourself signed up. After you've purchased the game, when you're on the Eco page, you can go to Account, and then log in using your username and password. These are things that you've used to create your account when you bought the game itself. After you get yourself logged in, you'll see right down here a section where you can download the latest build. So you can do the staging build, which is the build that they're working on, so there's going to be bugs and such happening more than usual in these staging builds. But if you want the current build that is set and ready to play, this is where you go right here. So that's what you need to do. You just download which client you use, whether it's Mac, Linux, or Windows, whether it's 64 or 32-bit. You can look this up on how to look at this information, what you're currently running. Or if you wish to host a server information here. When you click on one of these, like the 64-bit for myself, you'll see right here it starts downloading. And then this will download into your downloads folder if you're using Windows. And you can export those files, because it's all zip files. It's all a zip file. You export it and then run the program itself. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this because I already have the program ready to run. Alright, after you get your files, you'll see a folder here and a main file, the application itself. This folder here has all the data for the game itself, all the assets and everything for it. And then this is the program itself. You're going to double click on this to get it running. This window will pop up for this configuration. You can change in the inputs, the actual controls themselves here. You can actually set your resolution and which display you're showing on. Mine's going to be the right. I chose the fastest because I don't want to overwhelm my computer. There's a lot that loads in this game, and you really don't want to overdo it. And the game still looks wonderful, even at the lowest graphics. Alright, here we are in the game. This is the server screen, as everything in Eco is a multiplayer in one way or another. You can host your own private server to make it kind of a single-player situation, but it takes away a lot of the game and what the game has to offer. Now, you'll see here in the public area here, you can have plenty of servers currently listed, ready to go. Join any of them. Jump on in. You can see on this right side here, you'll see how many people are playing in general, how many people are currently online, how many days the server has been up, which is days in-game as well, and I'll go over that factor later on, and how many minutes the server has been running. In this case, we're just going on our personal desktop setup that I have on another computer ready and going. If you join onto a server, be sure to click on the box here to add it to your favorites so you know which server that you jumped onto in case you want to come back to the server to continue your adventure. Since there's so many servers here, forgetting what server you're on and what one you're actually playing on and spending all your time on happens, and it happened to me. So just note, click on that star. If you then decide you don't want to play on the server, you exit the server, you then click on the star again to remove it, and then click refresh to update your screen. For now, we're jumping on to our server. Alright, now we are in the game itself. You'll be prompted with this create avatar screen. You can go and change body, skin, hair, and clothing, but for now we're going to skip that, as it's pretty straightforward. Sorry about that, I had a quick hiccup. But we're in the game, we created our avatar, and the bottom left you can kind of see some information here, and this is important information. This is your skill points per day, which is how you gain more skills, and to gain skills and put points into things, you hit the skill menu here, and this will open up this skill tree. You can start by selecting certain skills to learn new things. You can scroll on top of them to get information about the different skills. You can see the level of the skill itself. They all start at 0. And then just below that it tells you how many points it takes to upgrade that skill to the next level. You start with 9 points. And you start with a skill points of 8 skill points per day. So obviously that's a really bad rate because it's only your starting rate. To gain better rates and gain calories, because calories is what's required to take action in this game, including digging and cutting and hunting and other things, you need to find food. Food will give you calories and nutrition, and depending on the nutrition is your skill value per day. So for instance, these ferns here that are just sitting here, hit E to pick up the ferns, and then hit Tab to open up your to let go of your mouse so you can move around the screen. And right here you'll see we got some fern spores and fiddleheads. If you see on the fiddlehead, you see carbs, protein, and vitamins. These are the nutrients which you are getting. And we're going to get 50 calories. So if you right click on that, you will see we have gained 50 calories, and our skill rate has increased to 20, which is a change of plus 12 from what we were before with the 8, because of our nutrients. So right now we have, I'll go over the nutrients and how the skill days per work late in calculations, but the general idea is the better nutrients you have, the better food you have, the better skill points per day you'll gain, and just by eating ferns, you can easily jump up to 20, and ferns can be found around the world, and there's plenty of them for you to collect. Along with berries, you can eat the berries as well, right click on the berries and eat them as well. Not as great as nutrients, as you can see we dropped by 1.5 and they changed there, but not a big deal. Alright, next we're going to go over claiming areas and property claim flags. So you'll see here you start out with the game with 10 property claim flags. We're going to hit the number 4 to have them as our active item. You'll see this green glow showing where you are currently trying to claim. The world is broken up into squares, and these are preset for each world generation, and you just right click to claim which square you wish to claim as your own. You'll see that it has changed color and is now claimed by me, and if you hit tab and go into your backpack, you will see that you have a deed now, and that deed will have, if you look on it, these little locations here. Each of these is one of the 4 squares I've claimed. In each bracket is 1 square, and that's the coordinates for that square that you've claimed. You can then go to one of these plots and do unclaim current plot to remove it from your claims locations. You can see now it's not claimed anymore, and you regain the flags that you have placed down. So I can unclaim all of these and gain back my 10 flags total. You can also attach current plots that you're sitting in, so if somebody else has a plot and you have authorization, you can claim it as part of the deed. This is really useful when you end up claiming plots when you don't have a deed with you, because if you do that, it'll generate a new deed, and you'll then have 2 deeds for areas that you've claimed. You can then do that as well in the sense of having to give somebody a deed, and they can then hit claim deed right here to claim that deed as their own, which is a good way to sell properties. So that's been kind of implemented into the game as well, but we'll go over trade and such on a later video. For now, that is all. This is ACryInShame, part of the Long Dawn team. Hope you're enjoying this video, and hope that it helped you out. So long, everyone. Thanks for watching. If you liked that video, hit the like button below. If you'd like to see more videos like that one, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to get notifications, make sure to hit that bell. You can also check out our website for more information on different games. If you would like to support us, check out our Patreon page for more information on how to do so.